Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, today we're tackling one of the biggest questions in tech and finance right now, the massive boom in artificial intelligence. I mean, we are seeing an absolute explosion in AI. It's changing pretty much everything, right? From how we work all the way to how we create.
But this incredible boom has everyone, and I mean everyone, asking the big question. Are we actually witnessing the next industrial revolution here? Or are we all just riding a massive financial bubble that's, about to pop?
All right, so let's set the stage. To really get into this debate, you have to understand the sheer scale of what's happening. It's kind of wild.
Get this, $5 trillion. By October 2025, chipmaker NVIDIA's market value soared past that number. Now, to put that into perspective for you, that's one single company being more valuable than the entire economy of every single country on Earth except for the US and China. Just let that sink in for a second.
Okay, so let's first look at the case for transformation. This is the argument that, hey, this isn't just hype, it's a fundamental shift, and it's built on some seriously powerful real-world tech.
So what's driving all this? It's really something called generative AI. Think of it as a huge step change in how computers learn. It gives them this almost human-like ability to communicate and, create things, all by processing these huge sets of data.
And it's already transforming industries. Take marketing and sales. It's a total game changer. We're talking about efficient content creation with a consistent brand voice, hyper-personalizing messages, all leading to a 15 to 30% jump in conversion rates. That's huge.
Then you have R&D and product design. Here, AI is like a super brain for engineers. It can accelerate product development, optimize designs. It can run virtual tests that used to take hours in just seconds. It's generating totally new designs for everything from circuits to architecture.
And of course, software development. AI copilots are writing code 35 to 45% faster, refactoring code, documenting it. I mean, look at these numbers. It's accelerating every single part of the development cycle.
So, you add all this up, and the potential is just staggering. We're talking about an estimated $4.4 trillion in value added to the global economy, and that's annually, according to McKinsey. It really underscores the immense productivity gains we're looking at.
Okay, so that's the bull case. It sounds amazing, right? But for every optimist, there's a skeptic. And they're pointing to some very worrying signs that, look eerily familiar.
Just look at the rise of NVIDIA again. Surpassing $1 trillion in 2023, then $4 trillion, then $5 trillion in 2025. That kind of rapid, exponential growth, it's drawing direct comparisons to the dot-com bubble of the late 90s. It's a classic red flag for a bubble.
And this isn't just a vibe, The numbers back it up. Share valuations are reportedly the most stretched they've been since the dot-com crash. We're talking about key market indicators that have blown past levels we haven't seen since, right before that last big crash.
And then there's this really interesting and kind of worrying idea of circular financing. So here's how it works. A big tech company invests in a little AI startup. Then that startup immediately turns around and uses that same money to buy products like chips or cloud services from the big company that just invested in them. You see the problem? It can create this self-feeding loop that just artificially inflates valuations and revenue.
And this is a point that top bankers like Jamie Dimon are making. He said AI will pay off, just like cars in total paid off, but most people involved in them didn't do well. That's a brilliant way to put it, right? The technology can be a total revolution, but that doesn't mean every investment is going to be a winner. Far from it.
And listen, this isn't just a few people speculating. We're talking about the world's watchdogs being worried. The Bank of England is warning about a sharp correction. The IMF fears it could stun global growth. Ray Dalio says it's very similar to the dot-com bubble. These are the heavy hitters, and they are publicly sounding the alarm.
So, revolution, bubble, where do we land? Let's take a step back and try to find a reality check here, something that cuts through both the hype and the fear.
I love this quote from Alston Godbolt. It just enhances what you already know. If you still feel like something is missing, it's because you haven't learned a skill. And that is a crucial point. AI isn't magic. It's a tool, a super powerful one for sure, but it amplifies the skills you already have.
And this is where we can kind of reframe the whole debate, because maybe both things can be true at once. The technology can be transformative, and the stock market can be in a speculative bubble. See, the bubble might not be about the technology's potential itself, but about the market's crazy expectations for how fast that potential is going to turn into profit.
So you end up with these two realities, right? On one hand, you've got the market hype, sky-high stock prices, these circular investments, and all this fear of a crash. But on the other hand, you have the actual tech utility, real productivity gains, incredible new creative abilities, and enhanced human skills. They're both happening at the same time.
Okay, so what happens next? Where do we go from here?
Well, you've basically got two camps of experts. You have Team Revolution, which includes folks like the US Fed and Goldman Sachs. We're saying, hey, this time is different. These companies are making massive revenue. But then you have Team Bubble, Ray Dalio, Jamie Dimon, the IMF, and they're saying, no, it's history repeating itself. The valuations are totally disconnected from reality.
So here's the final takeaway. The hype is loud. The potential is real. The challenge for all of us really is to figure out how to tell the difference. It's not about picking a side. It's about being able to separate the tangible value of this incredible technology from the absolute speculative frenzy that's surrounding it right now.